Ezra 6.
Right.
And
6 verse 7.
Second Ezra 6 and 7.
Right.
Then answered I and said.
So Ezra's trying to find out what's going to happen in the end times. This out the Apocrypha, after the King James Bible. You got a 1611 Bible, it got the Apocrypha in it. That was the 14 books that was taken out of the Bible. Read.
Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times?
What shall be the direction of the times? What's going to happen? That's what Ezra's trying to find out, a prophet of the Heavenly Father. Read.
And when shall the end of the first and the beginning of it, that which follows?
So when you go back into the Genesis, the book of Genesis, it tell you about Esau and Jacob in chapter 25. And Esau came out first. So that's what it's talking about right now. What's going to happen to the first, which is the so-called white man who came out of Isaac and Rebekah, which were so-called black people. You see? So that's what Ezra's saying. What's going to happen to Esau in the nutshell? All right?
And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac.
Right.
When Jacob and Esau were born
See,
of him.
When Jacob and Esau were born, you got to remember, according to the King James Bible, Esau is the white man. That nation of Edomites. Read.
Of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
So that's symbolic, saying through the Spirit of the Most High and His Son, we're going to bring down this white man. We can't do it ourselves. The Heavenly Father got to give us the strength. And when He come, that's when the strength going to kick in. We got to wait on Him. All we can do is teach His word right now. Read.
For Esau is the end of the world.
Esau is the end of the world, not the whole planet, just his rulership. You see? Just his rulership. Read.
And Jacob is the beginning of it that followed.
So when this so-called white man society and his kingdom fall, that's when we gonna come back into power. You see? That's when we gonna rule forever and have these other nations in slavery. And this white man gonna build up our kingdom and we gonna wipe them out in 1,000 years completely. Wipe them completely out. Ain't gonna be no so-called white people no more. Read.
Isaiah 46 and 10. Read. Declaring the end from the beginning.
Right.
And from ancient times, the things that are not yet done.
The things that are not yet done. So we telling you, even though it ain't done right now, it's coming. Read.
Saying, my counsel shall stand.
Yep, his whole plan, the way the Most High got it laid out according to the scriptures, is going to happen. It's going to stand.
And I will do all my pleasure.
All his pleasure. He going to do it. All right? What you, no, Second Ezra chapter 3, verse, start at 5.
Second Ezra 3 and 5.
Right.
And gave us a body unto Adam without soul.
Right.
Which was the workmanship of thine hands, and didst breathe into him the breath of life.
Yep.
And he was made living before thee.
Right.
And thou leadest him unto paradise.
That's talking about Adam right there. Read.
Which thy right hand hath planted. Before ever the earth had forward.
Right.
And unto him thou gavest commandment to love thy way.
So the Lord gave Adam statutes of the commandment verbally. And when Moses came, he gave him tablets. So it can be written on stone. So now it's in books and holy scrolls. On holy paper scrolls. All right.
Which he transgressed.
Which Adam broke. He broke the laws. Okay.
And immediately thou appointest death into him.
Yep.
And in his generations,
yep,
of whom came nations.
Yep. So everybody came out of Adam. That's why the Lord flooded this place. You see? All right.
Tribes, people, and kindreds.
Right.
Out of a number.
So the Heavenly Father is giving you what happened in the beginning. What happened in the ancient times. Read.
And every people walk after their own will.
Every people walk after their own will. What will? Their own, not according to the scriptures. Okay?
And did wonderful things before thee.
Right.
And despised thy commandments.
Despised his commandments. The statute, laws, and commandments according to the Bible. That's what the people did during the time of Adam. Okay? Read.
And again in process of time, thou broughtest the flood upon those that dwelt in the world.
Wait a minute. So those people did according to their own will and did not keep the commandments. That's why he flooded the earth, because they was wicked. You see? Same way they're going to do with America. Destroy it, because it's wicked. It's the cancer of the earth. Read.
And again, in process of time, that brought us the flood upon that dwelt in the world and destroys them.
Flooded them. Only 8 souls survived. Noah and his family. Read.
And it came to pass in every of them that as death was to Adam, so was the flood to these.
Yep. So the Most High killed them. So when you say the Lord loved everybody, why he killed them people? Why he destroyed the Egyptians? You see? Why he destroyed the Babylonian Empire, the Persian Empire? Where them people at? You see? Read.
Nevertheless, one of them thou leftest, namely Noah.
Noah, see?
With his household, of whom came all righteous men.
Yep, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And out of that line, out of Shem, the Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, that make up 12 tribes of Israel. Read.
And it happened that when they dwelt upon the earth, began to multiply, and had gotten them many children.
That began to populate the earth again after the flood. Read.
And were a great people, they began again to be more ungodly than the first.
See, they began again to start breaking the commandments. Read.
Now when they lived so wickedly before thee, thou didst choose thee a man from among them. So
when they start going off, that's when the Heavenly Father said, look, which he already chose us, but he said, look, I'm finna just go and get it, finna bring it forth. That's what happened. All right?
Whose name was Abraham.
Whose name was Abraham. All right?
Him thou lovest, and unto him only thou showest thy will.
See, only him. Keep going.
And made us an everlasting covenant with him, promising him that thou wouldest forsake his seed.
So that's telling you.
His seed.
So Abraham had 8 children. He had 8. Now let's find out of them 8 who he chose. Read.
And unto him thou gavest Isaac.
Isaac?
And unto Isaac also thou givest Jacob.
Jacob?
And Esau.
And Esau.
As for Jacob, thou didst choose him to thee.
The Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. The Most High chose us. You see? That make up the 12 tribes of Israel. Read.
And put by Esau.
And put by Esau. Meaning he took him to the side and said, look, I ain't worried about you. I chose Jacob, Israel. I put him, just passed him by. That's a so-called white man. Passed him by, he ain't get nothing. What he got? He got a blessing to live by the sword. But that's what he been doing, living by the sword and living off the fatness of the earth. That's why he go around raping, robbing, murder, killing. You see, that's his blessing. To rob people and to consume everything, the natural resources. That's what he doing. All you gotta do is watch him and check his history. That's what he doing. That's Esau. Read.
And so Jacob became a great multitude.
Jacob became a great multitude. Read.
And it came to pass that when thou leadest the seed out of Egypt, thou broughtest them up to the Mount Sinai.
So thou broughtest them up to Mount Sinai. And who was at that time? Moses. So with that, all praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
All praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
Double honors to the elders of GMS, to Har Ramlab and Gabar, and the rest of you brothers out there on down putting in work. You know, out there in sincerity. And with that, death to America, death to 2/3, and Lord willing, we get out of here real soon, and they go into Iran and they destroy this place. And with that, shalom.
Shalom. Yasha Allah.
Yasha Allah.